Hello, welcome to RVP Nation.
All right, here is the Racine Video Production Workshop. And today I just wanted to talk to you guys. Actually, just go around real quick, give an intro. I'm Jason Love, director of the Racine Video Production Workshop.
Zuriel Lott, a intern at the Racine Video Production Workshop.
Juan Gomez Nunez in the workshop.
Crew member and
Crew
you
member
host the
and
show.
host of Juan and Jenny's podcast.
Michael Dahl. I'm a part of the film crew, and I'm also kind of a little bit of a voice actor.
Yeah, he provides
You guys have a lot
background
of
voices.
voices.
Yeah, literally just all the time, just background voices.
So the goal for this episode was we're going to talk about like what we want to do for the year. And so I kind of was like, well, let's bring everyone on and talk about like what you guys want to do, maybe about what shows you're working on, stuff like that. So let's do, I guess, is there any projects that, well, let's start with Juan.
Yeah,
because
because you already did.
Yeah.
Yes.
You got your show, mate.
So currently we're working on Juan and Jenny's talks. It's a conspiracy theory, or actually diverse topics podcast. Like we pretty much do anything, talk about anything.
Aliens,
Aliens too.
like the Mexican one.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
yeah,
That boy shriveled.
that one Mexican alien.
Not to like throw us off topic, but is that isn't there a term for that? It's
Extraterrestrial?
no, it's the something, what is it?
The X-Files?
Well, it was
J-pop.
chupacabra. Is that the same thing or is that something?
No,
Chupacabra.
chupacabra is another thing.
Oh, okay.
Chupacabra is like a
Like a
animal.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like an animal.
I think on like X-Files or something, they kind of like crossed, so it kind of like implied
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
chupacabra was an alien.
No.
Okay, that's what's, I didn't know if it was the same thing or just from that show. Okay.
And then yours.
Are you looking for guests?
Yeah. Currently, we're gonna probably have either Deacon tomorrow.
Okay.
Deacon or
Which
teacher from here.
Oh, cool. Do you want to say which teacher?
Mr. Schwei. Some of you guys may know him.
Yeah, no.
I have no idea who that is.
Yeah, what does he teach?
He showed me
He
to the
teaches
freshman
English.
office.
Freshman English.
Freshman English?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, he showed me to the freshman office on an orientation.
cool. And then
Yeah.
you want to talk about, you were just on a show. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just on a show focusing on disabilities because I do have, well, it's not like a disability that's like physical. It's more like mental. It's a learning disability, which a lot of kids have, called ADHD. Yeah.
How'd you think that episode went?
It went good, yeah.
It's a more serious one. Like a serious podcast. Like,
Don't they get pretty silly? I think it's.
We get a little,
What's the
silly.
teacher's name who's on it?
Spencer.
What's his last name? I don't know. I know his name is Spencer. Do you know his last name? So it's Jude Smith runs that podcast.
Yeah, Jude.
And Spencer is sort of like he's helping on it.
Yeah.
And then
And I was the first guest. For
yeah,
season
he's
2.
for season 2.
season 2. Oh, there's a
Season
first season?
2.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, this is the first year with Spencer on it, but yeah,
Oh, okay. So there was one last year.
there was one last year. Yeah, and last year he did a lot of like interviewing people from like different, like it was Umbrella Theater, which is like a theater company that was people with disabilities. So they'll do performances and it's by people with different. You have to be, with disabilities, and they'll actually. I don't know exactly how it works, but when we get to a level like they're actually paid. So I know Jude said he worked on a project during the summer where he got paid to be in the theater.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, it's like the idea. It's
Yeah.
a really cool organization.
Nice.
And then you had a couple other organizations that he had on and just like interviewed them. So
Right.
I think he wants to do more. Wants to do more like in the studio as opposed to doing it virtually, and then also more like local, more like people who are like less organizations and more like individuals kind of telling their stories.
Yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm.
do you want to talk a little bit about what we did this summer?
Well, what we did this summer, we did a lot. So basically how it would work is that like we would, most of it was like a lot of programs and stuff from the community would like reach out to us and then we go and like film something for them, like the Rock the Block. Is that what that was
Rock the
called?
Block, yeah.
Yeah, and then
That was put on by the Volunteer Center of Racine County.
yeah, and then we did some stuff with Safe and Sound at the Villa Cop House, and then we did some. I can't even remember at this point. We went all over the place. We went to what's the bank that they turned into a restaurant?
The Branch.
The Branch. Yeah, we went there, filmed like a Hot Ones or Hot Wings episode,
Yeah.
and then we can't call it Hot Ones. So
Copyright.
yeah. So we filmed that, and then we also We filmed our own, a lot of stuff, like their own like challenge videos and stuff. One's still in the works of like a hide and seek
Dude, there's
inside
like
of a
5
giant.
in the works, dude.
There's like so many unreleased videos.
No, we're gonna release. So the plan. Well, I'll let you finish, and then I'll tell you what the plan.
Yeah,
is.
so we got like as I said, the hide and seek one, and there's the hot ones one, which still isn't released, and then there's probably a couple more that I just can't even remember. You know, one that I was looking forward to that we didn't do. We actually were supposed to do like a 24-hour challenge, but like a lot of people just weren't down for it. So that's the only reason why we didn't do it, which is unfortunate because that would have been hilarious.
And then canceled last minute. It wasn't like, hey, we're not interested. They're like, oh, we're interested. And then like literally 24 hours before the 24-hour challenge,
Right.
everybody canceled.
After I had convinced my mom to let me stay in a store downtown
Yeah,
overnight.
and we're gonna do 24 hours in a video game store.
Yeah.
We got permission to do that.
Dang.
Shout out to
24 hours.
Yeah.
what's her name?
24 hours overnight.
Gone
Gone wrong.
Not-
it's the level up.
Level Up.
And I'm
Level Up,
Yvette.
I mean.
is the one.
Yvette, that's her name.
Yeah, I think I went to level up like when. Remember Gifford scavenger hunt that was around downtown?
No,
idea,
actually.
dude. Yeah.
Oh.
That sounds fun though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun, and I think we went into level up.
Yeah, it was Gamester Bay at one point, but now they call it Level Up. So
Yeah.
that's probably right. If it was downtown.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we did community events. We did and then we did like YouTube challenges.
Yeah.
The ones that I think we probably have like 5 that the goal is to, and we have some community event videos that are still sitting in the Dropbox. The goal is to kind of like post them throughout the year, so we always have kind of content.
Yeah.
And then the YouTube challenges are like the most intense to edit.
Right.
So like Sawyer's working on the hot ones right now. I think he's going to hand it off though, and we'll either I think we're going to do a mix of like working on them during the workshop, and then also kind of bringing on some volunteers to kind of help outside of the workshop, just because the editing's like the most intense part. So.
And if you guys are expecting that Juneteenth video, you guys are gonna be waiting the longest.
Oh, the Juneteenth video is actually done.
It's done?
Yeah, we have 2 Juneteenth. I just haven't posted it yet because I was trying to decide if I should wait.
No, because I had the file. So I had like I was working on it for a little bit, right? And then you know how like you have like all the pictures and videos. I had like over 400 pictures and videos to edit into like a 10 to 15 minute.
Yeah, and
Dang.
Like there is so much content to edit down into something so small.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
we kind of have 2 versions. That's one of the reasons why I'm waiting to. One is the one that it didn't get finished, but I kind of like cut it down so it's relatively finished. Is the one that Julie and Alex were working on.
Oh yeah, was it the one where they asked questions, or that was?
Well,
that
they
Alex
did a
and,
mix of both. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, because they use the same. Alex, I think Alex did it. There was a cool one where they did like music and like a photo, like where you get like the photos were like, it was like mixed to photos, almost like a montage, but it's like 10 seconds long, and then we just added it to the thing.
All
But it sort of has like a good feel. I just have to. The issue is if we release them kind of at the same time, like they overlap with who they interview, and so I'm trying to decide: do we separate that, or one idea would be even to wait till almost next Juneteenth and release it right before, and kind of be like, come out to Juneteenth, and then
Yeah, and then like have like a trailer of like
so
what they do with
we'll go back and
Super
forth.
Bowl.
You guys will have a little bit of feedback on that, but yeah, just trying to
Yeah.
figure out what makes sense. But the ones we did was hide and seek.
Juneteenth, I didn't see.
Well, I was thinking the challenges. So the challenges
the
were
branch one.
yeah, that was the hot ones one.
We basically just ate a bunch of hot wings and like tried to have a conversation, but then unfortunately somebody chose. Never mind. I was like shoot my. Or,
I haven't seen any of the footage
I'm gonna
yet.
throw was bro
Emerson.
no
So Emerson
black
Dragon.
hair, tall. He's a sophomore now.
Oh, a student.
Yeah.
Dude, I was about to give him the Corday.
No. But no.
He said black hair.
Yeah.
Michael.
No.
Uh,
Why can't
Mr. Brown?
He goes to the gym. No, he's a sophomore.
his last name is Brown though. I can't think of his.
No, his last name isn't Brown. I don't. Yeah, I think it is. Wait.
It's Brown. I can't think of his name.
Why can't I? It's not Jacob.
Yeah, Jacob. Brown.
Jacob. I'm slow. I don't know why I couldn't remember.
I'm terrible at names, man. So that's
Yeah.
I work my way.
Dude, like Jacob. Why do we have him as an interview? Like him as a. I thought like.
Oh, you
throwing
guys
him
had
under
him
the
be the
bus.
interview?
Yeah, he was getting interviewed.
Oh, he's getting interviewed.
Yeah,
Oh,
while he was eating. He's like a person. He's so introverted. Like it's not.
that was the whole point of the video, though.
He was like getting. He's like so introverted. Like
Yeah.
I'm not throwing shade at him, but I really don't care if I do or don't.
No, he was funny in front of the camera because he'd have kind of like
Because he would just literally just sit and eat with a straight face and be like, "This is kind of hot,"
This is gonna hot.
This is kind of hot.
and then we'll just keep
Like,
eating. Like
yeah.
what?
Well, because the
Man.
concept is like we worked with Dragon Pit Barbecue. They kind of sponsored it.
Yeah.
And like they made like where it's like little hot, and then it got hotter each.
Yeah, it's like as long as you keep eating, it gets hotter and hotter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
each chicken had like was a little bit. Was it chickens?
Yeah, it was chicken wings.
Okay. So that was that. Those were those two. What other ones did we do? Now I'm blanking. We did the watermelon one, but that came out.
Yeah.
Where we blew up a watermelon with rubber bands.
Dang.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I saw footage of that.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those we just made into a short for the most part. There were a couple like longer videos. I feel like they were.
We
more.
went to like downtown.
Oh, ghost hunting.
Oh yeah, the ghost one.
That would be a good time. I wish we would have edited that one.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was a thing.
Yeah.
I totally.
That one's gonna be a complicated one to edit, so I didn't have anyone on it.
Yeah,
I wanted to get the hot.
I didn't like that whole thing. If I'm being
Yeah.
honest, like because it was like the lady there, she was super nice, but like the stories she would tell are like inconsistent, and then like she would do this thing where we're in the basement, and she'd be like, "All right, now you're at your own risk if you go anywhere past this point. Now I can't do anything to help you if a demon just comes and snatches you. I
Did she
can't
say
do
demon?
it." Or like a
I think she
spirit
was talking
comes
about
in like.
physical because it was definitely like an old. It's like an old building.
It's an old
Oh.
building, but like she like kept spoken like some like demon is gonna come up and snap. Like she was
Yeah.
being so for real too.
I think she was more worried about like somebody getting hurt because it's like
An old building. She,
yeah,
you
like
know,
asbestos probably down there.
she like described when she was like describing her encounter with a demon or a spirit or whatever. It sounded like she was just having the effects of a gas leak.
Oh my god.
Because it's for one, it's an old building, and then she said her head started hurting. She started feeling hot, and then there was a weird smell. So I think she was just a gas leak down
You
there.
should have just said it's like, but that's the effects of a gas leak.
No, that would be so rude in the moment.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah.
It's like
But,
just
like-
like when she goes silent, just like break the silence after 10 seconds. It's just like, that's the effects of a gas leak.
I think that one was just hard because it was like it wasn't like a big location. Like I think that whole location can hold 50, which we only had 10, but then we went down these hallways.
Oh yeah,
Like
it was really
just,
narrow.
just,
yeah,
I kind of think it would have made more sense to me break, which is on me. We should have like maybe broken up into like
it's like small groups. And just
yeah,
went
and then
exploring.
come at different like each come in at a different time.
You know, what was an intense moment if it got filmed is when we were all standing in the basement. She had me throw that ball.
Yeah, that was filmed.
It was, yeah,
Yeah, I was filming it.
She was like, "If you throw this ball, it's gonna come right back at us." And then I
Why would
threw
she
it,
sell it
and it
that
sat right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Nothing
It's
happened.
like, well,
No,
okay.
it's just because there's like a bunch of she had like a bunch of tests, and one of them like the most like non-tech was like a ball, and like she was like sometimes they'll like move or whatever. That was her.
So imagine if the basement was sloped. It's like, oh, it'll come right back. It'll come rolling back. It's like,
I thought that's what was gonna happen. Like
thought
it's
so
just
too,
like
yeah.
uneven floor, and it was roll. No, it just stood right there.
it just sat right there, just still as a
Oh, hold
stone.
on, someone's
Right.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
Go over there.
ooh.
Guys.
Go out a shot.
Ooh.
Go do a
Okay.
thing.
So is ghost hunting? Was that the other? Was that all of them? I feel like
Ghost hunting. Did the thing the downtown thing that wasn't really a challenge
no, but we posted
with
it,
the with the
Where we-
photos and stuff.
Yeah, we kind of hung out. There's still stuff to be posted. Oh, don't do that because they can hear that on the mic. Yeah, I think that was it. So, what was your favorite? We'll go do this. But what was your favorite
Thing
that
to
we did,
film.
and then we'll bring it back to the future.
Okay, maybe the hide and seek one. If we
Oh,
like,
really?
if we had prepared for it
Yeah,
a little bit better, because like immediately, me and like Corday's GoPros died. The rules the rules were like so odd, and maybe if we had we needed a smaller place.
Yeah, it's way smaller.
Way smaller because so the we're talking about the hide and seek game, and like I said, it was my favorite thing we did, but like the field we were playing on or the forest was like genuinely too big. Like I think it was about at least a mile, like a square mile big at least, or maybe like half a mile big. And what would happen is that we would use Life 360 to track each other, which was fair
yeah.
game, right?
Yeah.
But what would happen is that when you'd start to get near someone, they would just keep walking. And then next thing you know, they're across the entire block, which is huge. It's like it's kind of, was it by Parkside?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was their cross country track, so it's like
Huge.
made for cross country.
It was
so
huge. And like anytime me and Corday would get close to anybody, and you know what's the crazy part? Me and Corday was the first one to get found too. Because was it Pamela, yeah, she had like tricked us and said, "Oh, we're not the seekers." And then they just came up and tagged us. It was like, what?
Yeah, they only got how many? There was like 5 groups, and I think they only got one.
It was just us.
Yeah,
And then we were looking
Betrayal.
around, and then just like, no, we just couldn't catch up to anybody.
yeah, or
was-
come up with a different, like a way so that only the people.
I did like the envelopes though.
Yeah.
Like we had handed each other envelopes, and then when we got into the forest, you could open it if you could find out if you're a hide and seeker. I thought that part was sick because I think everybody recorded their reactions.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I had edited that part at least, and it was hilarious. We made it like a Mr. Beast video and everything.
Oh, like a type of Mr. Beast.
Yeah, like we had a giant drone shot of like everybody running into the field. Like it was so sick. But if we had like had a smaller place to do it and like made it easier to find people,
Yeah.
then it would have been so much better.
I think you guys were worried that it was going to be too easy for the people.
Yeah, I don't know why we thought that.
I know. That's what I was trying to say, man. Yeah. I think, and we had come up with a few different ideas. So
Right. We should actually have a prize. The prize was going to be a box, like a mystery box, and the joke was going to be like, "There's nothing in the box." That was going to be the joke, but like nobody won. So
2022 me was a menace. Cause like when the movie Jackass Forever came out, I want to watch it, right? So let's just say that I got a bit of inspiration from those movies. So I started doing like crazy stunts and
like dangerous stunts.
yeah.
Hi, I'm Johnny Knoxville. Welcome to Jackass.
Did you film them or did you?
Yeah, I have footage of.
Did you ever post them?
I did post them, but my mom got pissed at me. So
Yeah.
Taking them.
Yeah, we had a student a few years ago that was kind of doing stuff where I was like, oh, dude, you know, I think the only thing he was doing is he would like, and I don't know if he was doing it to friends or if he set up where he'd like throw salt at people, and I was like, dude, you can't do that.
throw salt at people.
Yeah.
What is
Imagine
that
if it
do?
was sand.
It just made them mad, basically, with like the whole like thing. And I think I don't think he actually ever did. I think he basically would like go up and like they would pretend like they were going to, and then the people would get annoyed because they're like, you better not throw salt at me.
So you better not. I will.
So yeah,
It's
yeah.
like
That was a few years ago. That was before COVID.
It's just slow. Like
Yeah. I think it was something that had popped out at that time that like, you know, some prank show was doing, and so then they were just copying it. And so
you guys know that wheel that's outside the field that used to be outside the field, that big wheel
No.
no.
outside the gym.
I just came back to the school, dude. I don't
Nope.
know.
was it like a tractor wheel kind of a thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
I can imagine what it looks like, but I didn't see it.
yeah, but it was just like thinner.
Okay.
So I got in one of those too, and I have the footage for that too.
To get like you got pushed in it.
Yeah, I got
Oh yeah, that'd
pushed.
be kind of fun. We did that as kids. I
Yeah.
think that's cool.
Oh, like the tire.
Yeah, like
Oh.
could you put your hands?
Yeah,
on
tire.
Is
my
it the
bad.
ones that like the
Oh,
football
like in
players have to like
Yeah.
look and push
football
over?
field.
You know what? We
Soccer.
stacked. You know, when we were at World League, we stacked a bunch of them on top of each other, and then we had put our friend, a fat friend, on the top in the hole, and he fell through. So he's like in between like a bunch of tires around him.
Oh, he got stuck.
Yeah.
He's a bigger dude.
Yeah. So we like pushed him down and rolled him across the soccer field.
Did you just
Oh
open
my
up to get him out? How'd you get him out?
I think we just pulled each tire off.
Oh, you pulled him. Yeah.
Except the bigger one, he just had to step out of it because I think those tires are like the biggest one was like a tractor tire.
Oh, they're different sizes.
Yeah, they're huge, and
I assume they were all like tractor tires.
yeah, except like one. There was like it looked like a motorcycle tire, the smallest.
Oh,
one.
really small?
Yeah, it was like literally this big. Like it was like a 20-inch tire at least.
Nice.
So I wanted to go over for our future projects. We kind of talked about this already, but
Yeah.
do we want to do more like short films like they're working on? So I should just because I'm pointing out.
Yeah.
The group's working on some of the members are working on a short film for a class. So we can do more short films. We can do YouTube, what are they called? Challenges.
Yeah,
We could do more community events, or is that it?
I'll
Yeah.
be down to
Box
do
Like horror movies?
stunts again.
That'd be short films. Yeah.
I'll be down to do stunts again, but like if we make them safe, like safe
Yeah.
stunts. Yeah.
I'm so down.
Would you consider stunts the same as challenges?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
like,
could totally do that for sure. That would be sick. And then I also had my own show coming up,
Oh
which
yeah,
is
talk about
yeah.
that.
which is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be like yours is the sense where it's not serious because a lot of stuff we do is like not. It's just
The community stuff is
it's more community stuff. So it's
Yeah,
not like really
a
like
big part of
laid back or anything. This is the complete opposite.
Yeah.
Like we're about to speed run getting canceled. Like I'm telling you, like it's going to be absolutely.
Well,
hilarious.
well,
We're
yeah.
not going to get canceled.
It has to be like classroom appropriate.
Classroom appropriate.
Oh,
I would say.
What about YouTube appropriate?
Uh-oh.
Like.
I have to see
Ruh-roh.
like
Oh, we'd have to see, dude.
Bro.
yeah.
you
I mean,
have
it-
to like get that.
We got two
detail.
editors to make sure, like, we have like two editors on this just so
Oh.
we can like make sure we can censor everything as possible. But
yeah.
classroom appropriate or like what? What are we talking?
I would say yeah. I mean, it depends
like
on what
YouTube
classroom you're in. It's
Classroom?
yeah, it has because it's going to be. I mean, technically we're not part of RUSD, but because we're filming in RUSD,
We'd have to follow their rules.
relatively, yeah. I mean, you can swear, but you can't swear like a ton. Like you can swear. I'm sure you can kind of get away with swearing in classroom as long as you're not like being.
Cussing out somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if it like slips or whatever, and it's like you're passionate about what you're talking about, like I feel like it's
Yeah.
appropriate then because but yeah, I'm not actually too worried about swearing. I'm more worried
Like
about
basically, just don't cuss like a sailor.
yeah, exactly, or like content, like there's some things you just like. I definitely feel like there's a lot. You should feel open to be able to talk about what you want, but there's definitely some areas where you're like, all right, dude, like
Just like
don't
leave the
talk
Jews
like-
alone.
don't,
All right.
yeah. Don't confess to a crime on like, a podcast.
Oh,
don't,
yeah, we might confess to a crime.
yeah, I wouldn't do
Okay,
that.
we're not. It's not an actual crime.
If it's like trespassing, I feel like that's. I think
Like, yeah,
you're
don't
good.
Trespassing? No,
to
no.
burning down that building on 27th.
Yeah,
that was pretty
I feel.
specific.
I know. I was like, I feel like that was a confession.
That
there.
was improv, by the way. I'm
we
pretty
have a
good at it.
27th Street in Racine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That wasn't.
that
a
was the
confession.
first number that came to mind.
No, let me Google burn building
Yeah,
or burn
27th.
burn house on 27th Street.
There's just like a warehouse that got burned down. It's like,
You're making that exact face in the newspaper picture.
It's like it's only.
Dude, that's a '90s show. We were talking about the '90s. Do you know that reference?
Did I do that?
Do you know
Yeah.
what that is?
Yeah,
What? Who?
I forgot his name. But
But anyway, Steve Urkel. It's from the. I was
I was
just
just Steve up
because we talked about
Kel.
that
we-
only
Hell.
blackout drunks and Steve Urkel can have.
that phrase.
Did I do that?
I don't know the
There
Blackout
was a
Drunk
comedy skit that I watched way back when,
okay.
Oh,
and it's like, and I had a thought. I thought that only blackout drunks and Steve Urkel can have. Did I do that?
That deep, like he just said some hard,
Like,
dude. Said some deep stuff.
Did I do that? It's like, did I do that? I forgot the name of it, but it was
show or the
the
sketch?
one
Yeah.
thing you can't replace. That was the comedy skit. That's the name of it.
Okay.
It was made by the same guy that voiced the Spider Pig Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh, it was a YouTube video.
Oh, was it Nathan something? You said it was the guy who voiced the dude and
Nathan
like
Fillion?
Spider Pig in Into the Spider-Verse. Yeah.
so it was the same guy who voiced not Puma but the other guy in Lion King.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I'm usually bad with
I
acting.
don't know.
I think I know.
Nathan Fillion is the only Nathan I know.
Hold on, dude. It's like Nathan something.
Nathan Fillion is, I think, did.
It's he is a comedian. I'm not. Hold on.
all right.
It's I have to search who this is. Wait,
so,
what?
so while you figure that, so you guys want to do a mix? Is that what you guys are kind of saying? Of stuff?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people want to do short films, and I just want to like,
Yeah.
I want to like tease it out a little bit. We have some short films in the works. Actually, why don't you guys talk about your
Yeah.
short films quick? And then,
Yeah, you can go first.
Yeah, basically, I'm working on a concept for like a theater kid horror movie, where we've got like 3 kids who go into the back rooms of the school after cleaning up the theater, and they encounter something that they shouldn't have seen. Basically.
I like that you clarify that's a theater kid horror movie. Like that's
Yeah,
a genre.
because it's basically almost gonna be like a lot of it's gonna be in the theater, like the
Yeah.
back room.
The idea is the main characters are theater kids.
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah,
idea.
that's
Okay,
the
that's-
main
yeah,
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why, they're coming through the curtains at the theater because they're theater kids.
yeah.
I could do a whole comedy skit, not gonna lie.
Around theater kids. You want to talk about yours?
Yeah, so mine's inspiration obviously from Terrifier the movie. Just a killer clown on the loose.
It's funny because you've got Pennywise on your shit.
Just a killer on the
Different
loose
clown.
on a Halloween night. I'm still working on the script. So
Same here. I haven't even made the script. It's just a voice memo of me monologuing about the concept of it.
Well, you covered because all it is all a short film is a series of scenes.
Yeah.
You've already
It's like every movie, but
you have I'm just because his voice memo is like a series of scenes. So you
Yeah.
basically have it I would say 80% written. You just have to go through because you don't have to put all the details you kind of fill in usually when you film because it's like, okay, what do we have access to? What can we do? So I think you actually are further along than you realize because you had like I said, from my memory is you had all the scenes kind of written out. It's just
Yeah,
a question-
it's just the second kill I have. Well, I mean, I kind of figured it out with the second kill. It's like the second theater kid is gonna be slumped against the wall and blood is dripping from his mouth.
Oh yeah, we could do that. No, I
Yeah.
kind of know how to work with blood.
Okay.
Yeah, do you know how to work with scratches and slit throats?
Yeah.
We could have this.
Yeah.
Like
Again, we can do.
Yeah, we could talk to this.
prosthetics.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Because that's the first kill.
And you have the third one figured out.
Yeah, third one is just like a slash and it cuts.
I thought the third one you weren't going to see. Because there's 3.
Exactly.
Oh yeah,
because
you
it
mentioned
cuts.
one that wasn't gonna be seen.
Yeah, it was like the very end.
it cuts like the camera cuts.
The
It's a
camera
cutaway.
cuts. Yeah.
Oh.
Camera cuts
Oh,
just-
yeah.
The
You did
first-
this and it threw me off.
First and
Right, I
second,
thought it was like a slash.
the
Yeah.
first and second kill are not seen because that would be a bit difficult. Not gonna lie.
Oh,
Right,
so,
but you mean
so,
the aftermath.
oh,
you've
yeah,
seen.
'cause
So
so-
you never see the monster until the very end, and
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's like
stands
in
like this.
Scream when
It's like it's just a scream that gets cut out by the gurgling of blood in the lungs.
And then like
Yeah,
like I think you're talking about like having the camera face the wall and then just splash blood, type of thing.
More or less, like the kid rounds the corner.
Yeah,
Like
so-
a few seconds go by. The other two are like about to start a conversation when there's a scream that is instantly cut off.
Yeah,
Oh.
it happens while the camera's
Just like,
with the others with the other actors. So like
You know?
it happens while it's with the other two. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
the camera's on the other two.
Yeah.
The other kid goes around the corner. There's a scream that is cut out
Yeah.
with a slit to the throat.
Yeah.
And then they find him lying on the ground with a slit throat, blood pouring out.
understandable.
Yeah. Second kill, basically, it's like another kid. It's like the other two are going along. All of a sudden, lights go out, lights come on. The kid standing next to the third victim is gone. And the third kid's like, what happened?
Yeah.
And then goes around the corner, and there they are at the other end of the hallway, literally in a puddle of blood,
Yeah. I don't,
Yeah.
blood dripping
that
out
could
of
work.
the mouth.
yeah. So anyways, you have it basically written. It's just a question of like,
Basically, yeah.
you know, I know you said like coming up with the dialogue, which I think it would be relatively, not that dialogue's easy, but I think it's one of
It's
the things
no,
where we could sit down and literally just be like improv it a few times,
just
Right.
improv.
take that, and then sort of like
Block
hone
it
it
out.
down. Yeah.
Yeah, and then sort it out.
Because you could be like, hey, Juan, what would you say in this situation? What would you say? And then like basically
yeah.
you pretend to talk to each other, we write it down, and then we take that, and then like that gives us, I think it's easier to have when you have like a starting point that's not a blank page, but like text, and then you're just like, this doesn't work, this does.
Yeah.
So
Then,
anyway- Anyway, since I'm already
oh my bad.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
you
Two
go.
upcoming interviews that I have planned. One was with the Army recruiter, and then
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool.
the one with David Howard Thornton.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Who's
Did you hear back yet?
No, I haven't. I haven't received a message. It's a guy who plays Art the Clown in Terrifier.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Dang, you got him on the phone?
Yeah. So
I
I sent him
some
a-
Racine.
Well, shoot,
No,
let me
they're
get
gonna-
Sarah
we're gonna do
Nicole
it virtual.
Robles on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dude, why are we getting a bunch of famous people on here, man?
It's like, bro, it's like, let me just phone up Sarah Nicole Robles real
Yeah.
quick.
Every school year we get a few. Like last year, I'm hoping he'll come on again. We had Karan Butler.
Yeah.
Robles, I don't know.
And then we had,
I mean, like he's not really famous here. Like
what do you mean he's not famous?
he's
here?
not famous here because like you see him like everywhere, like community like events. Like compared to like movie
Well,
stars. And
yeah, I see what you're saying. He's around here a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
He's like, it's Karan Butler.
We had another dude who's a comedian who his name's I think P.T. Freeman or something like that. But I think he's another one that was kind of famous more in the 90s. I don't know exactly what he does now, but I know he was on a bunch of those VH1s like something of the 90s. You don't know what VH1 is?
I do. That I'm like, why do
VH1.
I know what that is?
Oh,
VH1.
You just
wha-
gave me the best idea.
what's that?
what?
So make the like the short film. We can make it like for mine at least. We can make it like a VHS.
Oh, I have a VHS,
VHS
camcorder.
horror.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
So
like,
does Zaire.
like analog horror.
Does he have the mini tapes?
Yeah.
That
Or
was
I think it's the mini.
that was
Wait, I'm dumb.
that wasn't a yes or no question.
Wait, he has like the mini tapes. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we could do
Dude,
either.
that would be hilarious.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah.
Dude, I need to see through this VHS camera to see if it's worthy.
See the VHS camera? I'll show you guys after.
or
but-
if not, you
Yeah,
can just
alright.
add like the VHS filter.
Just
Yeah,
like
just
see
see
that too.
through.
and that's actually not a terrible idea. It's just it depends on if you want to do it.
It's like you just
that
got
way, or you
just
could do
like
it through
someone
the filter.
holding
Like
a phone.
It's like found
Like someone
footage.
holding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like-
found
yeah,
footage.
footage.
That is
Yeah.
a good idea.
Yeah, but you could use it as a prop. Then
I,
if you need it.
I never
Like,
thought of it,
if
but
you
I
need
could
it.
also do found footage for my movie.
I mean, you could, but I feel like yours wouldn't quite fit that. As
Yeah.
well, but,
Yeah, you're.
I mean, yeah, but
well, maybe it would work because it's
maybe, yeah.
kids.
Who would find it? Like what, a teacher or something? And
Yeah,
then
like a teacher.
Ooh, teacher and stuff, and like they bring it to the principal's office. All the parents, it's like the opening scene. All the parents like are like called into school. Parent, you got like the teacher, the theater teacher, the principal sitting all around the office, and then they turn on the smart board or whatever, and then that's like the footage, and then
But
you
they
start-
turn on like an old
Then
TV.
it's your first act right there.
They just
Like-
turn on the an old TV because like that's the only thing that's compatible with
Yeah,
VHS.
they roll it in like
I
how
wonder
they
if they
do it
have one
like
here that-
and
indoor
then it
recess.
kind of like zooms in on the TV
Yeah.
until it like switches on.
Yeah,
and it's just like, yeah, I could do that. Oh my god,
Yeah. Well, I just wanted
you're
to,
a genius.
I think we'll wrap it up with that. I think so. We have some good
Yeah.
ideas for the year.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll probably do a new voice
out.
memo.
look out for them. They're
Yeah.
gonna be amazing.
short film. So, do we
Look out,
need a, do
look
we have
out,
something
look
to end
out
the-
for
end the
this
podcast
guy
with?
right here.
Do we have like
That guy.
like a line we want to use at the
Do we have
beginning?
an outro?
Yeah, outro.
If Sawyer was here,
Here's an outro. Bye.
Yeah. Subscribe if you haven't. Like the-
Subscribe, like, comment, or
and-
get out.
Yeah. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Adios.
Yeah, go ahead and cut. Perfect, dude.